What's up guys? Welcome back to my channel. Very excited for today's video. Very excited because this is actually the very last episode of Project Positive Net Worth. Yes, we did it. I'm not gonna keep you in suspense. We hit a positive net worth number as of December 31st, 2021, and I am so relieved to be out of the negatives. I had a negative net worth since age 22. I am now a 34-year-old woman and I am ready to be in the positives. Let's go through the numbers. Let's talk all about it. I want to show you guys what we did in the month of December to increase our net worth. And then at the end, I'll tell you what I am doing to celebrate. All right, so this is our net worth tracking spreadsheet. If you like this spreadsheet, I actually give it to you guys for free. The link is in the video description, just as a thank you for all your support and watching my videos. I love tracking my net worth, and tracking our net worth has been one of the biggest things that's helped us make financial progress, because whether we're paying off debt one month or investing or both, all of that shows up in your net worth and shows you the big picture of how you're improving your finances. So I love net worth tracking. Net worth is just all of your assets minus all of your liabilities. So everything you own minus everything you owe. So if you want the spreadsheet, you can get it linked below. Let's just jump into it. Okay, starting out with our assets, our house did not change in value this month, so it's still worth $460,000. Next, for savings, which is emergency funds and sinking funds, that went down significantly because we used $10,000 out of that to pay off our home equity line of credit. So it went down from $22,358 to $12,196. So that was a decrease of $10,162. Next, we've got my husband's retirement accounts. His increased pretty nicely this month. $51,688 is where we started, and we ended at $55,150. So that was an increase of $3,462. It's crazy. I'm gonna do a video very shortly talking about the change in our net worth throughout the year, like where we were on January 1st and where we ended up on December 31st. But for retirement and investing, like, we more than doubled the amount we have invested in the stock market in 2021. And that just makes me so happy, because the longer you can have money in the stock market, the more it has time to grow. And I was feeling really anxious and behind on our retirement, and we still are behind, but we are definitely making progress, and that feels really nice to see. For my retirement accounts, we started at $24,482, and I was hoping we were gonna hit $25,000, but we were just shy, so it ended at $24,963, but that was an increase of $481, and that was all gains in the stock market because I didn't contribute anything this month. Next, we've got my brokerage accounts, and actually I'm gonna jump down here and show you the breakdown. So I invest in Fidelity, and that account went from $1,032 to $1,073, so that was an increase of $41 this month. And then for M1 Finance and Acorns, I do put some of my own money, but I also get referral bonuses from you guys when you sign up for accounts. So M1 Finance actually extended their promotion for $50 sign-up bonuses. So they had it going for a couple months and actually extended it through the end of March. So if you guys haven't started investing and you want to try out a simple platform that is user-friendly and approachable but has a lot of investing options, I would highly recommend M1 Finance. I really enjoy it. I find it very approachable, and I actually have a review video on it if you want to check it out that talks about, you know, different options and how to invest on M1 Finance. It's not advice, but just like giving you a view of what it looks like in the app if you're not familiar with investing and you're feeling a little intimidated. And so if you open an account and deposit $100, then you get $50 cash bonus, and I also get a $50 cash bonus. So it's win-win. You guys get $50 and you help me increase my net worth and savings for retirement by giving me $50. So that's M1 Finance. And then Acorns, I actually have a review on them as well. I think they're great if you have never invested before and you really like want something so simple with, you just have to click a couple options and you're done, and you don't want to have to figure out different like stocks and index funds and stuff like that. Acorns is really great, a great place to start. It's the first investment account I opened, and so if you guys use my link, which will also be in the video description, when you open an account you get $5 and I also get $5. So I will put those both down below. But for M1 Finance, my balance started at $3,533 and went up to $3,807, so that was an increase of $274. And then for Acorns, it went from $645 to $667, so that was an increase of $22. And then Coinbase, I've talked to you guys about. I don't put my own money, but they have videos where you can get free crypto or watching the videos. So I just do that to kind of learn about cryptocurrency a little bit. So Bitcoin crashed in December, so my account went from 105 to 83, so that was a decrease of $22. So overall, my brokerage accounts went from $5,315 to $5,630. And considering that when 2021 started, all these accounts had zero balances, and this was kind of just like a fun side project that I was like, oh, I'll just kind of throw money here and there from my spending money, or you know, if we have like a couple extra dollars, I'll just put it in, and then if I get some referral bonuses, that's great. I'll just see what it adds up to. And as it turns out, it's like over $5,000 in 1 year. So it just goes to show that like little amounts add up. And if you feel like you don't have enough money to get started investing, like just start anyway, and you might surprise yourself with how much your account grows over time. Okay, so back up here, you can see our brokerage account balance increased by $315. So we ended up with $5,630 at the end of the month. Next, we've got my daughter's 529 account. So this went from $6,046 to $6,261, and that was an increase of $215. Now, including my daughter's 529 on our net worth statement is a little bit controversial. Controversial is kind of like an exaggeration, but a little bit like unusual, some people would think, because it's education money for my daughter. I've included it for two reasons. One, because technically I am the owner of the account and she's just the beneficiary, and I can change the beneficiary anytime, and I can withdraw the money at any time. There's penalties for doing so, but it's my account, so I've included it as part of our net worth. And then also, we've been really trying to get to this positive net worth number, and I just wanted every extra dollar we had that was technically ours to be used to count towards that net worth. And so I've included it up until this point. Starting in January of 2022, in the next net worth update, you'll see that we are taking it off of our net worth. And that's because we are at the point where we will still have a positive net worth without counting this account. And I'm taking it off because even though it's technically my money that I own, in reality, there's very few circumstances that would arise where I would actually cash out this account, whereas I can see circumstances where we would sell our house, like I talked about, or sell our cars, or you know, in an extreme emergency, take a loan from one of our retirement accounts. But I think the 529 account is like the very last thing that we would ever consider touching, because that's college savings for my daughter. So I'm gonna be taking it off our net worth statement. I don't think it's wrong to do it either way. I don't think it's right or wrong to do it either way, but just that's how we're gonna do it going forward. And yeah, so that's the last time you'll see her 529, but we did end the year with it over $6,200, and she is 2.5 right now. So just knowing we already have that much money saved and it's got like 15 years to grow before she's even thinking about college is just like a good feeling, because I just don't want her to have any student loans ever. All right, next is our HSA account. It went from $49.22 to $46.09, so that was a decrease of $313. This is a great tax advantaged account that a lot of people just put money in to grow for retirement, like medical expenses in retirement. But for us, we need the money to pay for medical expenses now, so we are using this account, and so we spent $313 this month on medical expenses. And finally, our cars, I didn't put a change in the value. They may be worth more. I know used cars at this point are like ridiculous, and they may be worth a lot more, but I didn't need to go look because we were well above that zero net worth that we wanted to hit before the end of the year. So I just didn't bother, because we're not actually thinking of selling our cars, so the value of them is not as relevant. But overall this month, our assets did decrease, and that's because of that $10,000 we took out of savings to pay towards debt. So we had a really good month in terms of debt payoff. So you'll see that on the liability section in just a second. But our total assets went from $592,311 to $586,309. So that was a decrease of $6,002. All right, on to the liabilities. Very exciting month over in this little box over here. Okay, so our mortgage, we just paid the normal payment. So our mortgage went from $302,912 to $302,403. That was a decrease of $509. So about $500 of principal gets paid every single month, and the rest goes to interest and property taxes from our mortgage payment. We should get under $300,000 this year, and that's gonna be really exciting to see. Just, you know, anytime you hit one of those big milestones and you're in the 200,000s instead of the 300,000s or something like that, that's really fun. So we'll be watching for that as the year goes on. Next, we've got our home equity line of credit. This is also the last month that you are gonna see this on our net worth statement in the liability section, because we paid it off. So we had a balance of $16,289 at the start of the month. We paid it down to 0, so that was a decrease of $16,289. I made a video totally dedicated to talking about the HELOC payment payoff and how we did that in 1 month, and I talked about it a little more in my December debt payoff update. So if you want to watch either of those videos, I will link those in the video description. I'm not going to go into detail into this video because people have watched those videos are like, yeah, Lo, we get it. Like, we know exactly how you paid it off. That's great, but we don't need to hear it 3 times. So I'm not gonna go over it again, but you guys can see it in those videos. All right, my graduate school student loans are at, well, they were at 187,106. Now they're at 185,683. Still kind of an ouch number to say, but we keep chugging along, keep chipping away. And that was a decrease of $1,423. And then my husband's student loans started out at $85,770 and went down to $85,157, and that was a decrease of $613. And then finally, my American Express card. We do have credit card debt at this point, but the only reason we've taken it out is because I did Invisalign, and rather than putting the whole thing on the HSA immediately, I opened a new credit card that had 0% interest for 12 months, and we've been getting like really good cash back benefits from it. It's the American Express cashback rewards. I don't know. I'll put the link for the card below if you guys want to check it out. But we've got like over $1,000 in rewards this year so far. So the balance was originally like $4,200 and now it's down to $2,935. So just this month it went down by $469. I think I returned something that I didn't like put back into our budget. I think I got a return of like $100 and something for something. I can't remember exactly, but we did have like, I think like $250 of rewards that went through this month. So we did have a lot of rewards, and then I think there was a return. So that all kind of added up. The 0% promotional interest period ends in June of this year, 2022. So in May, I'm going to pay off the balance, whatever's left with what's in the HSA, unless we have other money we can use to pay it off. But yeah, that's my plan, is to do that. And hopefully it'll be somewhere in like the $1,500 range by then, I'm guessing. I'm like aiming for that. So we'll see what happens with our rewards over the next like 5 months or so. Okay, so total liabilities went from $595,481 to $576,178, which was a decrease of $19,303. That is the biggest debt payoff month we have ever had. It will probably be the single biggest debt payoff month we ever will have, besides the month that we sell our house and we put a chunk of money towards our debt then. Yeah, it's crazy. I'm so happy that we were able to do that much in December, and that pushed us over the edge to be able to hit that positive net worth. So our total net worth at the beginning of December was negative $3,170, and at the end of the month, our net worth was positive $10,131. So that was a change of $13,301 this month. So somehow, some way, I don't know how, like, this is the thing about goal setting. I was like, I would love to hit a positive net worth by the end of 2021. I don't know how we'll get there. I don't know what it's gonna look like, but I just hope we can do it. And then somehow, oddly enough, the very last month that we had to hit that goal, we hit it. So that's why I feel like setting really outrageous goals is kind of a good thing. Like, outrageous within reason, but like, push yourself, because if you set a crazy goal, then somehow your brain and your stuff like just falls into place and you find out a way to hit it. Not always, but a lot of times that happens that way. I've had it happen too many times for it to be coincidence. So set big goals. We set a big goal this year, positive net worth by the end of the year. Our net worth is now over $10,000, and I am so excited. So let's take a trip down memory lane for just a second and see where we started this year. So as of January 1st, which would be our December net worth, we had a net worth of negative $161,053. And so we increased our net worth by over $160,000 this year to get to that positive net worth. And you can see just by this graph, like slowly, we had some months where we had bigger jumps. We had some months where it was, you know, just more slow. And then we finally got above this line right here, and we have a bar on the other side of the line. So starting next year, or this year, starting in the January update, this graph, I adjusted it because I don't need negative numbers here anymore. It's just gonna start at 0 and it's gonna go up to, I think I put like 100,000, and we're just gonna watch it grow this way instead of trying to get it out of the negatives. I think when we hit financial goals, it's hard not to just immediately move on and say, okay, well now our net worth is only $10,000. I wanna hit 50,000 or 100,000, and like not celebrate everything you've just accomplished. So I'm really trying in this moment to celebrate what we've done and be really proud of ourselves, and not just brush off and be like, okay, great, but not good enough. Like, let's go to the next thing, and really just say, you know what, we did a really good job, and we need to like be grateful and be proud of ourselves for what we accomplished in the past 2 years. When we started our debt-free journey 2 years ago, our net worth was negative like 200 and something thousand, like 230,000, 240,000, and I just didn't see a way out. And if you had told me, if you hustle for the next 2 years, you'll be at a positive net worth, I would have really had a hard time believing you, but that's what we did, and it's amazing, and I'm just so happy. So positive net worth people, from here on out, let's go. I just can't wait to build this wealth, pay off this debt, and just keep seeing this number grow. All right, so what are we doing to celebrate? I probably have set expectations pretty high. When we paid off $100,000 of debt, we bought new cell phones, and I did a dance party. I've done several dance parties for milestones. I'm tired, I'm pregnant. I don't feel like I need to buy anything extravagant. I feel very happy and satisfied with things that I have. So we are doing a different type of celebration today. Pregnant me is gonna have a donut to celebrate. So I got some powdered sugar donuts. These are some of my favorite donuts, and I actually haven't had them in a very long time. So I'm gonna eat a donut really quick and just enjoy this moment of hitting that positive net worth. And you know what, like, this is the thing. It's important to have celebrations along the way for your milestones, but they don't have to be extravagant or expensive. Like, one milestone we hit, we spent $1,400 on new cell phones. This one, I spent like $1.50 on a thing of donuts. Like, it can be, doesn't have to be crazy. It can still be just as enjoyable spending a small amount of money to reward yourself versus a large amount, as long as you're acknowledging that you accomplished something and you're taking a moment to celebrate that accomplishment. 10 out of 10. So that is it for today's video. I hope you guys enjoyed this exciting update. It's always bittersweet when you accomplish a financial goal, because you kind of become emotionally attached to the little like days of the journey that you're in. And like Project Positive Net Worth has been something that we've been working on all year long, and I'm kind of sad to be done with Project Positive Net Worth in a way, but we're gonna say goodbye. We're gonna say thank you. We're gonna say see you never. And I hope you guys are doing well in your own net worth journey. We're gonna have to think of a new name for the next phase of our net worth journey. I'm trying to think of what the next thing should be. It's something having to do with 100K. Yeah, journey to 100K. I don't know. We'll figure out what we want to call it. But we are on to the next phase. Very excited to be here. Thanks so much for following along. Again, if you like the spreadsheet that I was using, you can get it for free using the link in my video description. If you like this video, as always, please smash that like button, give it a big thumbs up. It really helps out my channel. And if you want to see more videos like this from me and see where our net worth goes from here, then hit that red subscribe button down there. I'd love to have you as a subscriber, and I'll see you guys soon in my next video. Bye.